Good morning, YouTube. So this is Shayla from Making Lemonade from Lemons, and this morning I wanted to talk a little bit with you guys about dreams versus reality, and whenever reality kind of stinks, what do you do? So So one of the things that I've always kind of known that I wanted to do was, well, I say always, at least within the last, since I had children, put it that way. I knew that I wanted to be able to provide for my kids. I wanted them to eat well, and I really wanted to be able to grow my own food, because I grew up having food from the garden. It always tasted so much better. It's always really better for you because it doesn't have all the chemicals, and especially because one of the things that I have noticed, or that was brought to my attention, because I have Hashimoto's hypothyroidism. So that is an autoimmune disease. And then I know so many people who have begun getting autoimmune diseases. The rise in childhood diseases are also, it's pretty crazy how many kids are sick these days, and I think that a lot of it has to do with the chemicals that are in our foods. And so I know that might not be backed by science. It's what I believe, and so I always really wanted to get back to the land and grow foods, so that for health reasons. And then as life progressed and we went through various challenges, I also wanted to be able to live off the land and be sustainable, or at least more sustainable, instead of having to always go and depend on the grocery store. It's nice. It's less expensive and healthier. So it's just what I've wanted. Reality is that I live in the city limits. When we first moved here, it was not city limits, but as time went by, they moved the city limits out. So now we are within city limits. Even still, there really wasn't much space in the way for gardening or anything like that, and I didn't really feel like I could take that on either, because I have the Hashimoto's and that kind of thing, and I also have it's basically osteoarthritis in my back, but it's called Degenerative Disc Disease, and they say that I have severe impingement in my neck region. This severe impingement, basically what that is that my discs in my spine are beginning to fail. Basically, they're getting smaller. So the cushion in between my vertebra is getting smaller, and so that will lead to pinching of nerves and that kind of thing. They don't think that it's anything that is that needs surgery at this time, which I'm glad of. But that also means that I just kind of have to live with the pain, and it's very difficult for me to bend over and do a lot of things. I can bend, but I just can't do it repetitively and for long periods of time. And another thing is that because it's in the neck region, what's going on with me is that especially with barometric pressure changes or with stress, the tension in my neck will cause the muscles to, or even pain will cause the muscles to basically contract and pinch nerves and that kind of thing, and then that triggers migraines. So so that's one of the reasons that, I mean, if anybody who has watched the channel has known that I've said that I have obstacles in gardening, and that's basically what it is, because the migraines, whenever I have migraines, they are they're pretty debilitating because I get vertigo with them. And so whenever I have migraines, often it puts me in bed because I can't move without being nauseated. I've tried various medications, that kind of thing. Anyways, and I really don't want to be on medications if I don't have to be. Anyways, so so that's what I'm just being honest with you guys, and letting you know what I have that I'm dealing with on a daily basis. Like this last week, I had migraines every day, and that's one of the reasons I only put out one video instead of the 3 or 4 that I plan on doing, which, you know, so it makes it difficult if I'm having to be in bed to be able to do anything, really, to take care of my kids, to take care of my house. It gets done, but it makes it a lot more difficult. So that's one of the reasons that I said that what I wanted to do with this channel was to talk about how we can overcome obstacles. So that is one of the things that I'm doing right now. I found in growing my food in these grow bags that it does help me to be able to do the things that I want to do. Now, I would love at some point to have a lot of land, to be able to have cows, to be able to have chickens, to be able to have goats, all those great things, but I don't know how realistic that is for me and my health. Right now, I'm just trying to do what I can to get started. So this is the beginning of my journey, and I appreciate those of you who are along for the ride. And if you're, if you guys are having obstacles, then I hope that any content that you may see from me, sorry, that was the air conditioning. if you guys see the content. I hope that it encourages you guys to get out and do things, even if they might be difficult, to find a way to do things that you know will benefit you, the things that you want to do. So anyways, I'm gonna go for now, but thank you for watching, and thank you for spending time with me today. And I just, if you liked the content, if you click like, if you like the content on my channel, click subscribe, and if you want to get notifications, click the bell, and we'll see you sometime soon.